Now, Auditor-General Tsakani Maluleke is calling on KZN COGTA MEC Thulasizwe Buthelezi to intervene in the crisis-hit ANC-led uMKhanyakude municipality. The AG has flagged a continued failure to implement a credit and debt collection policy. The struggling municipality is challenging the MEC's decision to place it under administration. Buthelezi joins us now for more. MEC, thank you so much for your time and for joining us this evening. So the Auditor General has flagged that credit and debit, debt collection policy. Talk to us about when you were first made aware of this failure by the municipality.
Thank you very much, Katlego, and all your viewers at home. Indeed, it seems as if uMKhanyakude district municipality is plagued not only by maladministration and mismanagement of finances, but a glaring lack of oversight by the council itself over the administration, which has caused the Auditor General, Ms. Maluleke, to write to me last week to intervene, because over a prolonged period of time, the Auditor General has been engaging uMKhanyakude district municipality with no response and with no progress, particularly around the issue of revenue collection. Because if the municipality does not collect revenue, it cannot deliver services. Therefore, I've received that letter from the Auditor General, which I've shared with the Premier and the MEC for Finance, calling for that intervention in uMKhanyakude.
You speak of this intervention that now needs to take place. A lot of the issues at uMKhanyakude have been ongoing for quite some time. I mean, you did mention the financial mismanagement. There's inadequate infrastructure. There's issues with sanitation and some of the water issues within that region. What have your engagements with officials within that municipality been like? What are their responses for, especially over the years, particularly with regards to this policy just being non-responsive?
Well, unfortunately, the leadership of uMKhanyakude has resisted all attempts to assist the municipality. As you earlier saw in your own bulletin, the MEC for Finance having to withdraw the expertise which was being provided to assist them. But for some reason, the leadership of uMKhanyakude is resisting and rejecting any form of assistance from the provincial government. As you are aware, they are under Section 139 intervention. Even there, when we brought the administrator, they locked the gates and locked him out. You know, even as we speak, there is a forensic investigation into a myriad of allegations, you know, which point to corruption and fraud. But even as we speak now, the added pressure from the Auditor General underscores the dire, situation in uMKhanyakude, which requires a very strong intervention.
One of the interventions is to place it under administration. The officials are resisting this decision, saying that it's politically motivated. What's your take on that?
Well, I think the latest communication from the Auditor General dispels that myth that this is a political intervention. Because when we assist municipalities, we do not take into account which political party is leading there. But the attitude which we have received from uMKhanyakude really does not bode well, because at the end of the day, it is the residents of uMKhanyakude in uMhlabiyalingana, Mtubatuba, Jozini, Hluhluwe, who are going to suffer by the recalcitrance of the leadership of uMKhanyakude.
And I mean, this has been ongoing for quite a number of years, particularly with the issues of revenue collection within that municipality. The withdrawal of the financial expertise, what impact do you think that will have on the residents of uMKhanyakude?
It's really going to collapse that municipality because the Department of Provincial Treasury in the province was there so that they introduced systems to assist the municipality. But even then, they were not cooperating, they were not honoring meetings, and even in the Section 139 intervention, they are not cooperating, which points to a deeper malaise, and governance failures in that municipality, which warrants for the provincial government to come closer.
Have consequences really not been put in place within that municipality that has enabled this sort of behavior over time in your regard?
Well, uMKhanyakude has been under administration for a prolonged period, and the assistance which we thought would bring about a turnaround has not been forthcoming. Even the Department of Water and Sanitation nationally has intervened under Section 63 in uMKhanyakude, which means that the water function is now being carried out by the national department as a result of the lack of capacity in the municipality. Therefore, all these efforts by the Auditor-General, by the provincial government, by the provincial treasury are all aimed at stabilizing and restoring good governance to that municipality.
And how differently do you believe things will work out this time, MEC? It sounds as though it's been quite a struggle over the last couple of years in stabilizing this municipality. How confident are you that the outcome in this particular instance will be different?
Well, we have brought in an experienced administrator in the form of Mr. Bambandwandwe, who has hit the ground running and who understands the complexities of local government. And we hope that his presence there in the municipality, together with the council, the mayor, the speaker, and all councillors, will bring the much needed turnaround to that part of the world.
And I mean, with local government elections around the corner, especially with the voting that we expect from residents, how do you believe this will impact specifically with those that would be incoming in the next coming year with regards to this sort of turnaround strategy that you would be implementing?
Well, the first casualty is voter participation. When voters see that their leadership does not listen to them and that their leadership in uMKhanyakude rejects any form of assistance. So therefore, we are on the ground as KZN COGTA to restore that trust in the electorate to the extent that even one of the water schemes in Jozini, the Nondabuya water scheme, we are taking over that scheme as COGTA because we believe that the residents of uMKhanyakude deserve far much better than what the leadership that they are getting right now.
All right, MEC Thulasizwe Buthelezi, thank you so much for your time this evening. We certainly do hope that there would be a very speedily turnaround within that municipality, as we do know that such issues really do impact those that are at the very bottom within our communities. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. So that was KZN COGTA MEC, Reverend Thulasizwe Buthelezi, speaking to us there about that letter that has been received from the Auditor-General with regards to the uMKhanyakude municipality. Do stay with us. We'll have more for you after this.